did it.
Welcome to Wowie, the show for people who fall into the gap and for people who gently lower themselves into it. I'm Julia Rossi.
I'm David Borey, and I'm relaxed fit all the time. And also, what?
What?
We're
in the same room!
United as one!
David's in town and he's at my house.
I'm in town and I'm out of control. And you I'm doing okay.
Yeah, we're doing great.
Yeah,
I'm very excited about this.
It's pretty reasonable. Yeah. And if you're very excited about this, you should go online and like and subscribe to Wowie.
And feel free to always enjoy your preferred form of cannabis while you watch. I actually just smoked a little bit of one of these Joylo joints, and it's been delightful so far.
How do you feel?
I feel nice. I just took one puff to be relaxed. I might have more, but we've all seen what has happened when I haven't had self-control on this show.
Same. Sometimes I go too far.
Yeah.
If it's like a late act, like if we smoke like 2/3 of the way into the show, I'm getting too high.
Yeah, too high, and that's not what we want to do.
And it's not what you have to do, because you don't have to partake in weed if that's not your thing, while we do.
Yeah. You can do whatever you want.
All right. It's Extravagance week. Or it's Style week.
It's Style week.
I'm sorry, I blew it.
It's okay. You're nervous. You're
I
nervous
know.
to be next to me.
I am. I'm so scared in your presence. This is a whole new dynamic.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's Style week here in Wowie, and we're in the same room for
Yes.
Style week. And here's my question to you. What article of clothing did you spend too much money on? And backside, was it worth it?
I gotta be honest, I don't really go super expensive. I'm trying to think of the most expensive thing I own, clothing-wise.
You bought jewelry? Does that count?
Oh, no, clothing, specifically clothing.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna say this custom jumpsuit that I wore on Conan.
How much was that?
It was like It was like 200, I think. Like that's
What?
not even that.
That's
much.
your most expensive is $200?
Yeah, cause like I've finagled. I do a lot of vintage. I've finagled a lot of cool stuff from my mom's closet. My uncle used to work. My uncle used to work at this like.
Ooh, I got a mom.
Yeah, my uncle used to work at this like high-end like coat and shoe store. So I have expensive coats and shoes, but like he got them for wholesale. Like
You never spent $200 on shoes?
No. How about you? What's the most expensive clothing you own?
I mean, keep in mind, I'm like double the fabric. Let's like not forget about that. I've spent probably like shoes or like
Anything. I think anything clothing.
I've probably spent like $220 on like a jacket.
That's not bad.
$250 maybe.
That's not bad.
I've spent $220 on sneakers. $220 is the most I've spent on sneakers. Yeah, so probably like, I'd say $250.
I really want to own something Gucci. Just because.
Oh, wait, I have a Louis Vuitton wallet.
Oh, how much is that?
It was like $400.
Listen, I know someone from Gucci is watching, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before in the show, but I'm very Italian, so I do think if you want to hook me up with the product or a good discount, I would love to take it. And you know what I'm wondering? I wonder what today's theme is. What is it?
What is it?
What's the theme?
I love these ladies.
Yeah.
Okay. I already said it.
Yeah. The theme, as David said earlier, is extravagance. And I feel like we just talked. Well, extravagance to me can mean the price tag, but it can also mean the like fabulousness, right?
Right. I think that's more important than the price tag.
Because I do think I own quite a bit of extravagant. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
But this robe was, I think, $5 at like a thrift store.
See, I don't, I get extravagant if I'm wearing like, I wear such dark colors. I'm like, if I'm wearing a yellow shirt, I'm like, David, you're going nuts today.
That's extravagant?
Yeah, I'm like, tone it down.
Yeah.
Even like red. Colors that I look good in, still I'm like, whoa, everybody's gonna freak out when you walk into this Sports Authority or wherever I go. Coming up, we've got founder of Edie Parker, Brett Heyman, comedian and fashion expert Justin Martindale, comedian Jade Catta-Preta, and we are co-streaming with Dank Duchess. Hello to the Dank Duchess faithful.
Yes, but first up, before all of that, we have a Wowie test drive, and this is when a friend of the show or a viewer tries a product, they film themselves, give us sort of like a live review of it, and we share it here. And today's comes from artist, producer, and multi-instrumentalist Trey Graves.
Yo, what's good with the internet? My name is Trey Graves, and today is a good day. And I'm gonna tell you why it's a good day. I get to mix two of my favorite things in life, weed and music. My homies at Wowie sent me some flowers. I might make a song named after it or something. The weed we got here is Sea Star. Branding is on point. Shit fire. Purple in there, you can see. Smells nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna smoke it, make some music. Stay here and watch if you want to. I mean, you don't have to, but if you want to, you should. I mean, you don't have to. You don't, no pressure, you don't have to, but you should, you could. Yeah, alright. And this is what the song ended up sounding like.
Flying in the ocean breeze, your feet over right over me, a little deeper than you think.
Smoke is super smooth. I was super relaxed. Had crazy munchies. I made a pretty cool song, probably one of my favorite songs thus far. So just for that, Sea Star has become one of my favorites. Cool experience overall.
Sea Star, and I need you both. Need you both, need you both.
I liked that.
I like that too. I thought it was a very good song. And if you thought it was a very good song, or you want to do a Wowie test drive, go to wowielive.tv/test drive and hit us up. You can do it. Also, while you're there, like and subscribe because obviously Julia has children to put through college.
Just one.
Just one. And I need to buy, more extravagant red clothing.
And Gucci. Our first guest is the founder of style brand Edie Parker. Please welcome Brett Heyman. Hello,
Hey.
Brett.
Amy.
Welcome to the show. Yeah, thanks for being here. I was checking out all your stuff, and I love the colors and the sparkles and all the whatnots. Obviously, I like it, David.
I'm more of a whatnot guy myself.
Yeah. So Edie Parker is a very distinctive signature style. How would you describe the style and what inspires it?
Well, I think we're sort of unabashedly feminine and colorful and joyful. Our brand tagline and ethos is for a good time. So we really believe in destigmatization sort of through packaging and brand story. We've been a brand for around 10 years. I don't know if you know, but I used to work for Gucci for a long time. So we sort of...
Can you hook a sister up?
I mean, kind of. I think I still get a discount. So you'll have to let me know.
Okay, we'll talk later. Okay.
Okay. Well, so we like to speak to, we're a group of all women. We're cannabis for women, by women, and all of the accessories that you're showing on the screen, you're on our This is, I think, our heritage brand website, but we also have a flower website with smoking accessories that sort of look like everything you're seeing now, which is to say, like, really considered, really playful. They're meant to be gifted and received and shared and displayed and not hidden away in a drawer.
Yeah, I love that.
It's amazing. So your merch is obviously super cool, and I'm just gonna say it as a casual observer, not all that cheap. Why would I be better off buying some of your accessories as opposed to like the dumpster behind the Target that I usually shop at?
You can shop wherever you want. There's certainly no obligation to step it up a notch. But look, I think there is this narrative, which is to say that, like, first of all, we have a range of prices. We have rolling papers for $10 and we have bongs for $700. But I think there is something to be said for craftsmanship. Like, we don't arbitrarily just come up with prices that are expensive. We hand make most of our products in America or Italy. We pay people a living wage. They get health insurance. It's not like just like pumping stuff out of a mold. So some things just cost more to make, but then therefore they last a lot longer. And our brand has started, I started Edie Parker because I collected vintage acrylic clutches from the 50s and 60s. And they're these little modern heirlooms passed down through generations. And they were created in America at a time following World War II where we were setting fashion trends globally. And sort of the use of plastic was part of that innovation. So we manufacture in very much the same way. And with flour, not all of our accessories are handmade, obviously. But if you want to treat people well and treat workers well, and you have to pay more for goods, and therefore it's just a little bit more for the consumer.
I love that because I've been in the last, I'd say probably like 5 years, I watched that documentary True Cost. And it, like, I don't know if you've seen it, but it was all about fast fashion and and one of my, and I know we all, it's hard to be conscious about everything because there's like so much information being thrown at us, and it's kind of not the consumer's fault that so many companies are so unethical, because it's like, well, if people can't afford expensive goods, but they have whatever, you get what I'm getting at. But what I have been trying so hard to shop as much as possible ethically, whether that means vintage or spending like, quality over quantity. And it does feel better to shop brands knowing that the person who made it isn't a slave worker in a third world country getting paid jack shit so I can wear a shirt that I wear once and then give to Goodwill, and then it ruins the environment. Like, I still think it's I hope more and more awareness comes out about that aspect of the fashion industry, because, like, not to name any names because I don't want to get Wowie in trouble, but but there's like a couple of brands, you get those Instagram ads and it's like $4 dresses, and like
our Instagrams are wildly different.
But it's just, I appreciate what you're saying, and I'm starting to really appreciate the cost of, the ethical cost that goes into creating stuff.
I mean, it's not even just the labor, which is a huge part of it, but it's the wastage. Like, when you're getting a dress for $4, it's because they manufactured hundreds of thousands of them, and those don't all get sold. So if you want to manufacture one thing, if an artist is blowing us a bong in Red Hook, Brooklyn, but he's doing 4 of them, it just takes more time. It costs more money. Rent is more expensive. It's just, everything trickles down. And so, of course, I would like things to be, some items to be more affordable, and I'd love economies of scale, but it's just not, where we live at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. So you and I both famously, as everyone knows, have daughters. Your company is named after your daughter. And then you have a cannabis line called Edie Parker Flower. So my question for you, I'm not sure how old your daughter is, but does she know about the cannabis aspect of your company? And I guess what I'm getting at is, there's a big likelihood that cannabis is going to pay for a portion of my daughter's college. So, I don't know. Do you talk to your child about this area of your work, or how does that all unfold?
I mean, I have to shout out, I also have 2 sons. They get no attention because I did name the company after my daughter.
Oh, no!
I know. I'll hear about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about cannabis very openly in our house, and we've sort of always talked about it. We talk about it like we enjoy it like alcohol, I would say. You know, we talk about being of a certain age. We talk about enjoying it responsibly with each other, with friends, et cetera. And then we talk a lot about the criminal justice piece. We talk a lot about the fact that cannabis is a plant. We talk a lot about cannabis as like, you know, how it was used as an excuse to lock up members of brown and Black communities. So we try to have a lot of teachable moments and just show responsible use at home to give them good habits when they're of age.
I love that. Yeah, I'm all on board. I mean, my child is not even a year and a half, so I feel like by the time she's even aware of what mom and dad do in the backyard, it'll be, who knows what the world will be like then. It'll hopefully better.
She's grown up in California to this point. So
I have an LA. I'm from the East Coast originally, and I have an LA child, so she's gonna be surrounded in crystals and all sorts of.
You're also branching out into sexual wellness with your brand.
You're what?
Are you an LA kid?
Well, I'm both. I was born in New York, but I grew up in LA, so I did collect crystals and a lot of vintage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I got into crystals when I was in New York, so but it's just different. Like in New York, when you're getting crystals, you're like taking the train and it's in like a basement. In LA, it's like, I don't know. I feel like people hand them to you in a garden.
Yeah, that New York pursuit makes it sound like drug. You got to go to a basement?
Yeah, you have to do three knocks on a door and give a code word. We're talking about rocks, right?
Rocks. You're buying.
My husband actually has more crystals than I do. I just want to put that out there.
Really?
Oh yeah, my husband is addicted to crystal. Crystals, the rock.
He got it in a basement. So you're also branching out into sexual wellness with your brand. We did kind of do this last week, but talk to us about kind of your philosophy around cannabis in the bedroom. The most exciting place.
Yeah.
Besides the basement.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think, again, part of our brand ethos is this having a good time. So while we really are into the health and wellness benefits of cannabis, in our office, it's a lot more about just enjoying getting high and enjoying having cannabis for sex. And I think just being a group of women, I mean, when you get together with other ladies, we talk a lot about sex and you know, making sex more pleasurable or just, you know, having more sex. So the use of cannabis is very often a part of that conversation. And so we just, whether it's like our our THC pre-rolls or our sleepover spray that you guys flashed up on the screen, we just think cannabis makes sex better, and we want to share that message with as many people as we can.
Yeah, I appreciate that too, because I do think there's a lot of talk always about like cannabis health benefits, and I know that's part of, I guess, the rollout of making it normalized. But I love that you just said it's also just fun.
It's nice to get high.
It's fun to get. Everything is more fun when you're high. You know what I mean? We talk about going to Target high a lot.
Yeah, I go to work high regularly.
Yeah, we're at work high all the time. But it does, yeah. And I mean, I've definitely enjoyed sex high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you enjoyed
Case closed. We solved it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. No, but absolutely. But yeah, I mean, high just kind of like it. Also, not that it matters, but it is nice if both of you are high.
Yeah.
Everyone partaking. You know what I mean? That's you know, I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
And the thing is that I don't think it's talked about enough, and I imbibe still, I love alcohol, but alcohol is a desensitizer, right? It dulls your sensations, and cannabis does the absolute opposite. So this idea that people like get drunk and have sex while super fun, I just feel like more people need to try being high and have sex.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Now, changing topics, kind of, not to be a creep, but I did see pictures of your house on the internet because they do exist, and you have a very nice house, and I want to know where in your house do you smoke weed? Is it over by the pool? Is it with all those Kate Moss portraits? Where do you like to get stoned in your house?
So super creepy that's there, but yeah, it looks pretty. So as you can see, there's a lot of space outside, so you can smoke anywhere outside. And in the house, my husband taught me about smoking under the fan in the oven, like where the oven is, putting on the fan and smoking in the kitchen, and it goes right up. So if we're inside, that's where we're smoking, and otherwise, on a porch on some of that grass.
That's so smart. What a hot tip.
I do that.
You do?
Yep, there
you go.
But you live alone.
So I don't always like my house being stank up.
Wow.
Like sometimes it's okay. Like I'll smoke on camera for this, but I don't particularly love like my house smelling like.
Yeah.
And yeah, it shoots it right up to my neighbor. I don't know what's up there. We have another picture of your house here because this is just gonna get weirder and weirder. What are you smoking in this? Oh, well, she doesn't smoke inside though.
Oh, she doesn't smoke inside, so you didn't smoke in this room. This would be a great smoking room.
Yeah, we had a whole bit where I was gonna say, "Do you smoke bongs in here because of the guitar?" Now I've ruined it. What is this?
Cool.
You must smoke weed in there.
Okay, we definitely put weed in there. And we built that. My husband's obsessed with bees. So there used to be these honeycombs there, and it's where we had our bees and we would collect honey, but then the bears started coming. So now I just put chairs there and you can go sit, chill, smoke, look outside.
When you said the Bears, how many?
The Chicago Bears. All the Chicago Bears came.
Yeah, Mike
I don't know
there.
because they're not tagged. So. Yeah, Mike Ditka.
Oh man, in my brain, I just imagined you and a bunch of cute bears, like all puffing and passing a joint, and then being like,
are you saying bears or like big burly dudes?
Oh, I meant like animals, the bears, not the football team, and not. It's a gay term, right?
Yeah.
No, animals. It would be
like
really
grizzly.
cute. Grizzly bears, like
Wowie does not endorse giving marijuana to animals.
We don't, but I'm just saying it would be very adorable.
Yeah. To be clear, there's no grizzly bears where I live. They're black bears, and they, for the most part, leave you alone. But do not feed them. Do not hotbox with them. Do nothing with them. Just walk away. Be big if you see one, and then pack up.
Right. You be big, and you say, You didn't put in on this, bear.
If there's anything you can learn from today's episode, it's don't hotbox with a bear.
Yeah, or box with a bear, really. We are. So this is.
What's happening?
I'm not doing good. Usually there's tech. Usually it's like tech issues. We're not in the same room, but now you realize that I'm just bad at my job.
You're not bad at your job.
I'm like 6 out of 10
It
today.
did seem like I needed to rewind you up and start you up. Reboot you.
Yeah, I smell toast. It's we are asking everyone. That's what it was.
Yeah,
that's what it was. We like to ask everyone who comes on, what do you think is the number one reason for federal legalization of cannabis?
Oh my God, the number one? Well, let's see. I would say number one, weed makes people's lives better. But then a close 2, 3, 4, 5 is that like no one's ever overdosed on cannabis. It's the fastest job creator in the country. It created over $3 billion of tax revenues last year. It has bipartisan support. I think that, weed is more popular than Biden. And yeah, I mean, it also like eliminates the excuse to lock up brown and black people for no reason. So I think there's like a million reasons that weed should be federally legal.
Oh my God, weed is more popular than Biden is there's so many great tips coming out, but that is a great, hilarious
That's going to go down in Wowie Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Wowie Hall of Fame.
To be fair, I also think weed was more popular than Trump.
I think weed has been more popular than every president.
Yeah, I think that's very reasonable.
Yeah. So we have a giveaway. You've been very generous. We have some fantastic Edie Parker products that Wowie told me I am not allowed to keep for myself.
But I could.
Nope. And the people at Wowie, so all you have to do, you have to follow It's Wowie on Instagram, like the post, and tag a friend, and you could win a gift bag containing a smell-proof pouch, a dupe tube, and rolling papers. Is there anything you want our viewers to know about this giveaway, about any of the products? Any special fun facts?
I mean, they're all really beautiful in person. Hard to tell, but like that smell-proof pouch is really cool, and the dupe tube feels really nice. The papers are branded, and they have like it's great stuff. Follow Wowie.
I love it. Oh my God,
I'm gonna push this out there. I would like to win that.
Yeah.
If any of my bosses are watching, you heard how I talked about color. I need it in my life.
Yeah, but that's not a shirt. I just want the Gucci discount.
That wasn't even up for grabs, Julia.
Yeah, but I feel like she and I have something going here where she gets where I'm coming from.
I think you want to get for a Gucci discount.
I'll send you something.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on, guys. You can find her at Edie_Parker on Instagram or Edie Parker Flower. Brett, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so
Wowie
much,
today.
Brett.
Guys, it was so nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You
Nice.
too. All right, we have a lot more show coming up, but for now, we're going to share some Wowie thoughts on Extravagance.
Dump trucks.
Our next guest is a very funny comedian and the host of the Glitter and Garbage podcast. Please welcome my friend Justin Martindale.
Hi, gang.
Hi.
I just want to
How's
say
it
that
going,
I'm a little
Justin?
bummed that no one wants to see my house. So, that's
We
fine.
you could give us a tour right
I
now.
would love to see it. It's just that Brett had like an article written about her house, and then we got to creep around and look at all the rooms online. So
As she should.
if you want to show us something.
She should.
I mean, do you have a lot of bears in your house? Because we will check it out.
I live in West Hollywood, so I have different kind of bears around my house. So,
Yes.
Okay. Still, stand big and don't share all your weed with them.
Yeah, I was hoping you would
No.
make that joke.
oh, I've learned that the hard way.
I was
Yeah.
counting on you.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, Justin, you know it is Style Week here at Wowie. So I think most importantly to us, we
Yeah.
want to kick this off and say that you met Brad Pitt this week. How are you?
Yes. Yeah, that's my new best friend. Yeah. No, he came to a show that I was performing on in downtown LA. So yeah, and then, you know, he just casually walked down the hall and told me I did a good job, and I was like, well, I guess bucket hats are back. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I had been sitting on like 6 I had on ice waiting for Brad to make the first move.
Yeah.
So I'm in the game now.
Was he one of those people, you know, like certain actors and celebrities, they kind of like, I remember when I saw John Hamm in person, like I was in the same room as John Hamm, too nervous to
Yeah.
speak. And I was like, wow, like I like was blown away by his physical perfection. Is Brad Pitt that? I feel like Brad Pitt's getting a little bit more rugged and real, but is he still like, does he take your breath away?
Oh, for sure. Like 1000% legendary status. Like, and like you mentioned, he is getting, you know, we all age, that's what's happening. But I mean, he still looks amazing, but it's almost like he's going into this like, kind of like Paul Newman kind of category where it's just like,
Oh, yes.
know. I mean, he's
Box
he's
me up
just-
some
he's
lemonade.
just cool. Just a cool guy.
If we could get him on Wowie to smoke some weed with us, that would be.
Fine, I'll
Yeah.
call him.
Call Brad.
She
call
does
him.
this all the time. She's like, and I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
want to monopolize. I don't want to monetize my friendships.
Well, I
She's
know
like,
he
"Call
smokes
Brad."
weed. So,
Yeah.
okay, so I think because it is Style Week, I think it would be educational, informative if we all went around and said what we think our style is.
Oh no.
You go first, David.
Teen who just got into a lot of money but doesn't know how to spend it.
Okay. All right.
What about you, Julia?
Hippie Guido,
She
Yeah.
said it.
right?
That's very good.
Yeah.
Birkenstocks and a lot of gold. You know,
Yeah.
Justin, what's your style?
I'm gonna say blunt casual chic.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like I can
Now,
dress up and
when
then
you
I
say
can
blunt,
dress
is this
down.
like a bear thing?
No.
When you say blunt, is this like a double? Oh, which blunt?
He means like blunt.
Oh, like,
Yeah,
hey man, I don't
blunt,
like
yeah.
your face.
Or, like, you know, I can be a
Okay,
little
I like
like
that
I can be a
better.
little forward, and I speak my mind pretty much, and I kind of do that with my style as well.
Yeah. I mean, you have highlights.
Is that blunt?
What? No, I don't.
Yeah, I think that's.
It's from the summer.
Natural.
I was outside all the time.
Yeah, I just surf. He just surfs. It's not a big deal. He's at the beach.
I get it.
Yeah.
I got a kind of a thing.
Yeah.
going on. I feel like the pandemic has been pretty huge for weed fashion, right?
Kind of.
We're all wearing sweatpants.
Yeah.
Every goddamn day of our existence. Have you
Yeah.
noticed a change in your own day-to-day style?
Yeah, I'm wearing a lot of. In fact, this is a hoodie that I got from a company called Ruzja, Ruzja, and they're like the most comfy hoodies and shirts. Check them out on Instagram. But they're also like custom made, so they're kind of like, you know, they're a little pricey, but like they're also very comfortable, and so I can wear them everywhere. And yeah, the other day I was out and I was kind of looking around and I was like, I swear to God, everyone's in sweatpants and yoga pants, but like pull it off. And every store right now is loungewear and athleisure,
Oh,
and yeah.
Woo. I think the greatest gift that has been given, at least to women, I don't want to speak for men, has been elastic waist and drawstring being socially acceptable.
Oh yeah.
I hate zippers. I hate buttons.
Yeah.
I don't think they flatter most bodies. But you give me a one-piece sweatsuit with no waist,
Yeah.
hot to trot.
I get it.
I hate,
I had
I hate
5-button jeans one time. Where was I gonna go? See the fucking president? 5 buttons?
5 buttons.
It's a gross amount. I'm glad because I had always had like drawstrings and
Yeah,
whatnot,
yeah.
but that's because I grew up playing sports. So it was like it was always okay. I've been wearing athleisure since like before the towers fell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wearing leggings right now so that I exercise. I just threw a robe over my leggings so that when the show is over, I exercise. I mean, who am I? So David and I are no longer privately, but we've been privately at war.
Very public at this point.
And the battlefield that we are on is Crocs. Justin, are you team Crocs with David? Or are you team of reasonable people who respect their feet, like me?
I don't think that you can. I'd take care of my feet.
you know,
Thoughts on Crocs?
I have so many shoes.
I personally hate them, but
Thank you.
Wait,
I knew it.
wait. Oh, can I jump in here? Can I show you guys a picture of my Crocs?
Can we
Have
just
you
oh,
seen
please
mine?
do.
Sure,
Can't
but let
wait.
him explain.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it.
No, I personally don't like them. Everyone's like, oh my God, once you give them a go, they're so comfortable. And they just look like those like beach buckets you take to the beach and make sandcastles out of. And then you can like put charms in them. And I'm like, no. But I have a lot of friends who can rock a Croc. And who am I? I'm like, if you feel comfortable,
What are you showing?
go
You're trying to
for
show
it.
a photo? What is
Of
this
me?
croc you're trying to show?
This is
Oh,
my.
no.
It's a tie-dye explosion. I don't think he's gonna be able to. He can't quite.
Oh, okay.
That
That's a
you
choice,
think
yeah.
you think your tie-dye croc is going to
Julia!
convince Justin and I to start wearing
Julia,
Crocs?
I told you 4 compliments at the airport today before 6 a.m. I was on the 6 a.m. flight yesterday.
Well-
4 compliments, men and women.
All nurses.
Hey, okay, yeah,
All medical
all
professionals.
essential workers.
All essential workers, yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
Right, Jesus.
I couldn't do
All
a
right,
croc. I'm
well-
no.
Yeah.
See, and that's for different.
Okay, I'm
people.
going to confess something.
You
A
kinda
month
like
ago, I
them?
was at the mall, and I went to the Croc store to see what the hype was about, and I tried them on. And they felt nice, and then I Googled Crocs and ethics because, like I said in the last segment, I'm trying hard to shop ethically. And the first article that came out was about a girl getting her Crocs stuck in an escalator or something because of the design of them, because they slide. I didn't really understand, but I was like, I'm out.
That's crocaganda.
That's a crock of shit.
Yeah, that's a crock of bullshit, is what I think.
Crockaganda.
I got some articles. You know, you can eat them because they're told that's how good they are for the world.
Well, we have other stylish things coming up.
Okay, all right. We do have other
Don't eat
stylish
your-
weeks. For Style Week, we pulled some items from the Spencer's Gift website, famous fashionista hangout.
Very fashionista.
And we want to know, in what situation would you wear any of these clothes in a game we are calling When Wear?
Okay. Are you ready? First
Yes.
item. It's a basketball jersey.
There we go.
It's a basketball jersey, and the team you're playing for is Get High. And you have to wear this, Justin. When, where?
I would wear this. I would wear this.
Right?
I don't know. I feel like I would wear this like rooting for a friend who's playing street basketball. This is like what you wear on the bleachers, and you're like, you know, like one of those like park basketball courts.
Oh, God.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
maybe at I don't know. I feel like this is probably like a nice weekday afternoon at an Applebee's.
Yeah. Yeah, Applebee's
Yeah.
for sure.
That is 100%
Definitely
sure.
like before happy hour, like lunch at Applebee's. Yeah, not dinner, not
Right.
yeah.
Just to announce that you're fun.
Yeah, at Apple.
Or
Yeah, I
yeah,
just want to make
or
sure
like
everyone
a,
knows.
or like a first date at like a Walmart carnival parking lot kind of situation.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Wonderland is what they call
Yeah,
it.
got it.
I feel like that jersey looks like everyone's worst high school boyfriend
Yeah.
wore
Yeah.
that jersey.
I didn't have a boyfriend in high school. Nobody wanted to date with me in high school.
Not once?
Definitely like
Look
like
at you
some
now,
Yeah.
married? Right. Saggy
And, like,
cargos.
Jankos.
cargos, a puka shell necklace, a
Yeah.
visor with frosted
White
tips.
Oakleys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got it.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a next one. We have some sweatpants with Pennywise the Clown on them, and they say, "We all float down here." Reminder, you would have to wear these when wear.
I definitely feel like you would wear these, like doing a thirst trap on TikTok. It is it's sweatpants season, so a lot of guys are just, you know, free balling, and I feel like that we all float down here makes us look down here.
I like what you did there.
Oh, a hot TikToker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's also it, which could be your dong. I feel like you would wear
Okay.
these
I'm picking up what you're laying
definitely,
down.
definitely wear these. You have to be out in public.
Yep. Yes. I'm sorry. You cannot wear them to bed.
I know.
Can't wear them to bed. That's terrifying. I think definitely. I definitely feel like you can wear these maybe like working in a food truck because you don't really get to see
no one sees
the down.
Yeah.
The down.
Okay.
You know what?
Or
You could wear
sort of
those to
office
host
situation.
Wowie.
Yeah,
Okay, I like
fact,
that.
You could host
I'm
them.
wearing
wear
them
'em-
right now.
Yes.
You know where I would wear them?
What?
I would cut them into shorts, wear them at my mom's new boyfriend's house so he knows I'm a badass.
Amazing.
I think that's where you wear
Mhm.
those.
Okay, next up, we have, it's not really clothes. You can buy it at Spencer's Gifts. It's an alien vibrator.
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
wearing you? When, where? When do you use this? Who uses this?
Well, according to Demi Lovato, we can't say alien anymore. These are extraterrestrial vibrators.
Right.
Wait, I missed that. Is she canceling Alien?
They are, yes. Yeah.
Oh, they are, excuse me.
Yeah, you definitely have to wear, God.
Stop zooming in.
Look at
Stop.
the ratings on it. 3.5?
It's 3. How is this is this a vibrator or is this a probe?
Now imagine if
Definitely.
instead of aliens it had Pennywise all over it.
Terrifying. Yeah. Then if it's Pennywise, you're definitely using it in a sewer gutter. I feel like this particular, it's very like Electric Daisy Festival. Maybe you're alone at a music festival overnight after the rave, after the lasers go off and everyone's left you
Right.
because they're all on Molly. And, you just want an intimate moment with some of that Edie Parker cannabis spray. That's what I want.
Can you imagine what is your life that not only do you buy this product, but then you go on Spencer's Gifts website and review it? Like, if that person is watching Wowie, I would love for you to call in. I want to know everything about you.
I think
No judgment.
I think for sure that
No judgment.
person, is that not our target demo?
I mean, I have questions because I'm like, first of all, the cashier who sees this person getting this product is like,
Yes.
oh, I guess someone does want this. But also, I feel like this is a very good gag gift, like a nice stocking stuffer. No pun intended.
Right.
But yeah, if you've got, or maybe if you're a dildo collector, I'm sure they're out there.
Right.
Yeah. I'm sure
Right.
just like when people
Right.
have all their, superhero dolls, someone's got a bunch of weird
Bunch
vibrators.
of, like-
808-683-4791. Call us if that's you. If we just described you. You can blur out your
like,
face.
Some people collect the Punko things. Maybe there's just a big sex toy collection
Right.
somewhere. That's the show we need.
Just in
Sex
the, like,
toys.
it's like, right.
Yes,
Sex
I-
hoarders.
I think you're onto something there. And I
Yeah.
would keep that to yourself so no one steals the idea before you pitch it. Last but not least, we've been asking all of our guests this question. What do you think is the number one reason for the federal legalization of weed? Why should it be legalized federally?
I mean, I kind of have to go with everything that Brett said before me. Like, honestly, she nailed it all. I just feel like it's less addictive. No one's, overdosed on it. I feel like there's just so many strains that kind of people can try out and figure out which ones suit them best, and it just chills people out and calms everyone down. And no one gets violent. There's not like a bar fight when someone's stoned or,
Yeah.
I just feel like it's and it has, the the medicinal factors. And, I feel like if someone's hurting with arthritis or hurting with migraines or anything, it's a nice substitution rather than going like the hardcore prescription drug route that is very addictive and can kill you.
Exactly. Up with dope, down with Xannies.
I always get in the mood to smoke when someone explains why you should smoke.
Yeah.
I'm always like, that's a great idea. I do want to feel happier right now.
It's like watching a college movie where they drink all that beer.
I'm an amateur.
I'll see you at the comedy
Justin,
store this
thank you so
weekend,
much,
Julia.
guys.
We'll have a joint.
Oh yeah, Justin and I, for those of you at home a little behind the curtain, Justin and I both perform at the Comedy Store a lot, and I feel like there's this area, this like secret kind of area for comics where you can smoke cigarettes or whatever, and it's always me and Justin. I feel like it's only you and I, always. And we have like really intense conversations, and then we often will text later being like, did you understand what I said? I hope that made sense.
And there's always like a little fashion review too. Like I was like, let me see Julia's romper tonight. How am I looking? We're good. Okay, great.
Yeah. Love it. Love it.
Well, if you guys want to find Justin or Julia on the patio, if not, find him on the Glitter and Garbage podcast.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank
you guys. Have a great day.
You too.
You too. And if you want to find us, you can like and subscribe to Wowie.
Wow, you're pushing the like and subscribe the most today, and I really appreciate it.
I think that I am a big like guy, I'm a big subscribe guy, and I think that I want everybody to know.
Yeah.
That feels right?
Yeah.
Guys, before we move on to our next guest, we have some Wowie high hopes.
High Hopes with Morgan Freeman. I hope to one day be so wealthy that it requires a forklift operator to hoist my Amex up out of my pocket and to the point of sale. I hope that my haters see me shining and it makes them sick to their stomach. May they shit their drawers as I stunt on them mercilessly. Smells like vindication. Poopy vindication. I hope to one day participate in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade as a balloon. Oh yes, how delightful it would be to be a balloon. Oh no, a needle!
Our next guest is a comedian, an actress, and dare I say, a style icon. Please welcome my friend Jade Catta-Preta.
Oh my gosh. Pew, 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 pew,
Huh? Yes.
Yep.
Wait, is that a one jumpsuit, a one shoulder? Oh no, you took it off.
Yeah.
Listen, these are overalls that I bought, but then I cut them and made them tight to fit. I just want to give you guys a little look. I mean,
Cute. And then you did a one shoulder.
And her
Yeah.
nails match the shirt.
Oh, this looks great. The color, the
There you go.
green with the black and white.
I was saying the nails in the shirt. Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Wait, so
By the way,
I didn't know this, but you have a wait, go ahead.
oh no, sorry. I feel like I'm like a little. What are you saying?
There's a little delay. Oh, I was saying I didn't know you had a show called Hotties coming out on Hulu. What's that all about?
Yeah, dude. It's a hybrid dating show that I'm hosting. We filmed in the desert. These two people go on blind dates, and then they have to compete to see who makes the best meal. But meanwhile, we're feeding them a bunch of hot stuff, and they're like throwing up and stuff. It's great. Super highbrow, and I love it.
I love anything where people throw up in the desert.
That's so
Me
many
too.
things to pack into one show.
It is. It's kind of, they're like, how can we sell a show? Well, they want romance, they want competition, and they want desert. So there it is. We got all three.
Yeah.
And then They all want puke.
Yeah, they
That's
all
number
want.
one.
Who doesn't want puke? So, okay, let me ask you this: what is your personal style, and is it important for you to express that on stage?
You know, that's been such a journey for me. I feel like my personal style is kind of like hipster meets Charlotte from Sex and the City. Like I have that classic part of me where I like classic lines still, but I love color. I love like crazy fabrics. And it's taken me a really long time to dress the way I want to dress on stage. Like I still sometimes will like put on a bra last minute. Like I better be professional even though I'm talking about pussies. So there's still that, I'm still figuring it out as I go.
Would you say I should put on a bra? Is that what you said, that you should put on a bra?
Yeah, like every once in a while I'll feel like really cute, but then it's like you can see my nipples too much. I'm like, can I do this? Are we there yet?
You know, I did a show, God, it was been like 7 years ago. I was headlining Cap City in Austin, and I wore a bodysuit. It was like a striped bodysuit from American Apparel. And I used to never wear a bra with it because it was one of those open back ones. And I had washed it too much, so I didn't realize it had become see-through. So I headlined my show, and then I had multiple people come up to me and go, "You do know you could see your nipples blatantly the entire time." And I was like,
but you didn't know.
"You're welcome."
Yeah,
I didn't know. Because backstage in the dressing room, it wasn't the same lights, and it was just like bam, bam. And I mean, I did hook up that week, so I guess everything worked out great. I was single at the time.
How'd the sets go?
I love that.
Sets
You
or
didn't even have the
sex?
confidence of
The
your
set.
nipples.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Right. You did that on your own.
What?
You didn't have the confidence of your nipples being out. You just like.
No, that would have lowered my confidence.
You think so?
Yeah, I would have been like. Yeah. I don't think I'm there yet.
It's
to
so
do
bad. I'm so
nipple
sorry.
comedy.
I know. I'm like,
All
if
right.
I close some stuff, maybe it'll
I
be
never got
better.
asked to work that club again, but.
Well, it
The
closed.
same
They
thing
closed.
happened to me one weekend. I did not get sick.
Oh, I shut it down. My nip shut it down. My nips. Yeah. They couldn't handle it.
Here's my
Never.
question. When you think about stand-up comics specifically, what do you think about in terms of style? Like bad, right? I mean, you
Yeah,
guys
like
are good, but
Kohl's. Like Kohl's, a lot of like neutrals, things that look like they've been washed several times, not a lot of belt or soft consideration or fitting or fit. So I think about that. I think that like everybody, if you get like a lineup of everybody, we're all kind of wearing the same thing.
right.
I
You guys
do-
don't think about normcore fashion icon Jerry Seinfeld?
I do feel like it's gotten more fun because, and I don't say this and I feel like we talked about this on the show before, like I, for a very long time, always try to dress nice for stage because I feel like you're putting on a show, and part of that should be like taking your outfit into consideration. And then I feel like recently a lot more people have kind of adapted that attitude as well. Like, not that there's anything wrong with wearing like a hoodie, but I feel like for a while, like hoodie was the uniform, and now it's been so nice because I feel like I'm seeing like people wear like crop tops with like bell bottoms and like crazy shoes and just sort of like go, because like one
Yeah,
of the,
no, that new Gaffigan hour is crazy.
yeah, Gaffigan when he's wearing that crop top. No, but like I've always envied like musicians because they can wear like a glittery fucking hot pants, you know, whatever, and then I have to like go do stand up and be like, well, I want to make sure I don't wear like a dress so you can see up my dress, but then I also don't want to wear something too low cut because I don't want people to focus on my, you know, like there's so much more awareness of your body, especially if you move around a lot. But if you're a rock star, you can just fucking go out there in a swimsuit, you know?
Pop a ball out, see what happens.
Yeah.
I know. Also, remember when you used to do stand up and there wasn't like 8 photographers getting pictures of your like 10 chins at every single
Yes.
show? It's
I
like,
know!
you know?
10 chins and a great outfit. It's always a bummer.
I think that's a fair trade-off.
10 chins and a great outfit?
Yeah.
I guess.
Right? Would you rather have no chins and be dressed like dog shit?
both.
Yes.
I want,
That's fair. And I don't
Like
think
that.
that's too much to ask. I'm
Yeah.
just.
I want a normal amount of chins, whatever that means for each person. And I want to
could
look
be in
cute
a
in the
sack.
photos. It is. Yeah. Just chinless in a sack.
That was how I
actually-
used to do open mics. That was when I first started getting around the scene. They called me Burlap Dave. Let's take a look, Jade. We have some of your best looks. And
Yeah.
the game is that we want to invent a weed strain based off of your fashion sense. Obviously, we're here to help you brainstorm.
Yeah.
So I'll do the first one. Let's see the image.
I'm nervous now. Okay.
Oh, if I had to name a weed strain off of this picture, I'd say Calypso Sunset Kush.
Ooh.
Wow.
I was gonna say like a tropical berry edible,
Ooh.
like in a pink, like a fun like pink and purple container, and like just like maybe like a tart berry.
Yeah.
How about, what do you think, Jade?
Yeah, I would go like a palm tree bubblegum kind of a mixture.
Okay.
You know, banana
Yeah.
leaf, and there's a little pink, you know, and I love berry flavored weed, so I'm like, I'll go that route always. Or maybe it's just a purple baby, you know what I mean? Just a one weird name.
Yeah.
like that.
In like a little tiny baby joint, those little tiny pre-rolls.
Those tiny ones that you're like,
Little tiny
I'm
baby.
done.
Yeah. Those are always fantastic. Okay, so we have another one. This one. All right, I feel like this is what you're kind of
very
talking
girly.
about with the Charlotte. Yeah, this is like kind of got that Charlotte vibe. I'm gonna say that this is definitely like a classy, expensive single pre-roll. You know when you get like an expensive
Right.
single pre-roll in one of those plastic containers, and it's called like diamond, like it's like diamond encrusted hybrid or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this is gonna like, it's when they meet like a classic something with like they update it a little bit. Like I'm gonna say like a grapefruit sour diesel. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I want this to be like a pink joint, you know, with the pink rolling paper that you're like, is this killing me? I want it to be like a pink joint, and then
Yeah.
we'll do like a House of High, because this look was like a House of Yes kind of nod to it. So House of High. little
Okay.
pink joint.
I
So
love it.
Also, shout out to House of Pies.
also, I look like
Just
just
I had
from
to-
these two photos, I look like a fucking bitch, don't I? Like just these two photos. If you just saw these two photos,
I mean,
you'd
you
be
look.
like, she's a bitch.
I wouldn't say you're a bitch.
I
I'd
don't-
say you were like goals. Like you're like high end, like model. Yeah.
Like I could
Not a
afford
bitch,
the
a
paraphernalia
badass
that was on the show earlier.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
You have a honeycomb thing in
You
your
have
yard.
a $700 bong.
Yeah.
Right.
And you live bi-coastally. That's what I get.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
would
By
think.
coastal bitch.
Bi-coastal bitch.
2 cities. That's why she's got the number 2.
Yeah,
up.
that's
She's
what
like,
it's
I
for.
got 2 apartments.
It's for Fort Lauderdale and Portland.
That is bi-coastal.
That is.
Yeah, it's for New Hampshire and a tiny town right outside of San Diego.
Yeah.
Arizona.
I'm actually
like
bi-coastal.
down up north.
Yeah. Yep, that's it.
I've been doing it for years. I have friends in both cities.
Yeah.
We have. Let's see what's this next. What's this next one?
Let's see.
The cops are coming.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Here you go again.
I just want to
I don't
point
know
out
about you.
so much
I'm
hand
getting
modeling.
like.
Yeah, you're a great hand model.
Yeah, that's very good.
Like, what is that? What are we doing?
I love it. Hello, check please.
Yeah,
That's what you're
check,
doing.
Check, please.
Hello.
So can I say, and this is maybe, I'm getting a very holidays vibe from this.
Ah.
I'm getting everybody's back in town. For some reason, the holidays makes me think of like cinnamon.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm getting like, I don't know any cinnamon weed. Is there cinnamon weed?
I don't know.
I
Cardamom
want
weed?
something
We need
warm
it.
though. Like, what's a warm? You know what makes me warm? Like, gives me a warm feeling in my chest when I smoke it. Jack Herrera.
Okay.
That's a Jack Herrera to me.
I'm gonna
personally
say
clean
I
my
don't know
house
what the
with a
strain.
Okay.
When I smoke
Yeah, I would say it's definitely flower in a jar.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind. It's got a lot of like earthy sort of color in it. Maybe it's a homegrown. Maybe
What if-
this is a homegrown.
What if it's a jar you've used before?
Yeah.
So there's like the essence of, eighths past.
Mm-hmm.
The eighth day of Christmas.
Cool. I feel like this is more of a pen for me, like one of those, the ones that kind of look like a little tampon.
Yeah.
Those that
Yeah.
like this floral design
Yeah.
on it. And I feel like, you know what I mean? It looks like one of those, and then you hit it, and you think you didn't get anything, but then you keep smoking it, and you're like, so
Yeah, and then it starts to burn your throat, and then you're like, can someone drive me home? I'm scared. Yeah, I've
the
been
one
there.
single tear, you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, that's definitely my relationship with like oil pens, is I'm definitely like it's not a bong, and also I'm on fire. All right, this is our last and certainly the least amount of clothing you have on. What strain and inspo are you getting from this look? What is this strain? I'm gonna say purple, like a purple haze.
Yeah, this is some shit that they smoke in New York that I'm like, I'm not even on this level.
This is definitely a sativa, 100%.
Oh, this is
Like it's
heavy
like jungle
sativa.
You
Push?
open up. Yeah.
Right.
And when you open up the packaging of it, all of a sudden it's like like it's playing. Somehow the weed leaves are playing music.
Does this make sense? I want to smoke this after I get off a plane to Berlin.
Sure.
Like I just got to Berlin.
Mm-hmm.
I want to smoke whatever this is.
I was gonna say Rio de Janeiro
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
that's a
sativa.
Brazilian
or the
pen.
Rainforest Cafe. Whatever you can afford.
Last time I was
feel
at the
like I wanna
Rainforest
smoke
Cafe,
this.
I was smoking swag.
I want to smoke this with like purple blunt paper. Those little skinny blunt papers that you can get. What are they called? Oh my God, I feel like such a right now being like, and then, you sprinkle it in, you take one tiny hit, and then somebody goes to throw away the roach, and you're like, give it to me, this is gold. And you
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Those little roaches that you keep. I like that. And a beautiful diamond roach clip or something real fancy. So before we let you go, we've been asking all of our guests, what do you think is the #1 reason for federal legalization of weed?
Wow, I really thought you guys were going to ask me if I preferred Crocs or no Crocs, and I was really way more into that question.
Oh,
Wait.
We would love to hear.
Let's hear her out.
Look, love federalization of marijuana. I think it's important. But I think that, for a long time, I thought Crocs were just for like rapists and chefs. But then I got my own pair. Then I got my own pair. And I'm 100% for the Croc life. I make Croc charms. If you guys are trying to get some personalized Croc charms, I'm thinking about opening an Etsy shop and just putting comedy. But yeah, I think Crocs are incredible. I have some cloud ones that I wear almost on a daily. I can't believe I'm not wearing them right now. It's like sexy on your feet.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Tell her.
You make Croc charms?
Yeah, I get the little backs on Amazon, and then I find little charms and I put them together and I hot glue it together. And then you pop it into the little hole.
Look at that.
Okay.
Fashion icon. Jade Catta-Preta.
All right.
What?
Maybe I will be converted.
Can't even get any better.
Come on.
Have you performed stand-up in Crocs?
That's not what we're asking.
I want to know.
Oh, there's the cloud ones. They found them.
Oh my God. Wow, Wowie HQ is on it.
Yeah, they're really on
Have
it.
you done stand-up in those Crocs?
I have done stand-up in the Crocs, and I have to say it feels like I'm barefoot. I'm like, whoa, I need more shoe on for stand-up.
Wow, Jade? No offense, David. Jade may have brought me a little bit to the other side.
Listen,
I'm gonna
I'm
buy
just
you a
glad that you're over here.
Stop
I'm
it.
gonna-
Look at that. People don't listen to me. I'm ahead of the curve.
All right. Jade.
I wanted to hate them too, Julia.
I'm really
Believe me,
glad
for
you
years I hated them, but
Yeah.
then I went
All
to
right.
the Crocs.
Okay. I'll give it a go.
See,
I'll give
guys,
it a go.
And if you want to see Jade Catta-Preta, you can find her at crocs.com /fashion. No, on Instagram at Jade Catta-Preta. Thank you so much for coming
Thank you, Jade.
on.
Bye. Sorry I'm a little delayed, but I will see you guys soon.
No, not your fault. It's the internet's fault. Thank you so much. We have one final guest. This is a marathon of a show today.
Can we just acknowledge the Crocs thing that happened?
Yes, and if Wowie wants to pay, I think we should do a segment. I want you to comment on the Wowie Instagram page or call in, and I want you to let us know, would you like to see a segment where I get high and go Croc shopping?
Oh, can we do it this week? I will go with you.
Do you want to go together?
I want to bring you into this.
Is Wowie HQ listening? I think the people want to see it. If you want to see David and I, if the Wowie heads want to see David and I get blazed, go to the Glendale Galleria, second floor, the Croc store, and get me some Crocs on the feet. You comment on the Instagram, and we'll make it happen. Okay, last guest. They are an educator, a speaker, and a cultivator. Let's take a look. A little preview of our guests. Our guest, single guest.
Hi, I am so glad to have you here. I'm the Dank Duchess. I'm a hash maker, cannabis cultivator, and writer. Originally from Brooklyn, New York, I'm an Oakland-based cannabis processor. I was taught by the great Frenchie Cannoli. Privileged to be his first student, where I learned the art of traditional hash making. I'm in a fantastic mood. Such a good mood, I felt like this is the best time for me to say hello.
You take it.
All right, let's welcome to Wowie the Dank Duchess. Also, we're co-streaming on your channel as well. So to all...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let that music
There
play
we
first.
go. Also, hello to all of your Dank Duchess's loyal followers. Oh, yeah. Smoke them if you got them.
You want to...
I'd like to.
Oh, wait, did I already mention what I'm smoking today? Joylo. They're these, it's the Cinderella strain from Arizona, I believe. I hope I'm sharing the right information, but they're real delightful. I've had 2 hits so far, and I feel like I can still host a show.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Duchess, how are you doing today?
No, I'll do that later.
I'm doing pretty well, any day that we're above 6 feet, doing pretty well. How about you?
Oh, same. I'm up above, sea level, so I'm feeling good about things.
Wait, I have to ask, where did you get your name?
Well,
I don't usually
honestly,
oh God, oh no.
It's not so bad. Honestly, when I moved from Miami over to California, I wanted to have a persona with having to do with cannabis. And my next door neighbor's dog's name was Duchess, and we used to fight. She's a half Rottweiler, half Doberman Pinscher, and I really liked her name. But Duchess is so nice and pretty of a name, and I wanted something that had a lot of tension with that. So therefore the name became Dank Duchess. But once I started writing for magazines, my editor put a "the" in front of it. So then I got the name the Dank Duchess. It's nothing about royalty or anything. I named myself after a dog.
I mean, I think more people, so many dogs are named after people. I think it's about time the dogs stand up on their hind legs and demand that more people get named after dogs.
You know what else I'm here to advocate for? I want more female juniors.
Yeah, we
I'm
need some
for that.
Why aren't there any female juniors?
I've wondered that since I was a child.
Oh man, what a feminist I got here. What a feminist. So let me ask you this. What are the benefits of growing and cultivating your own cannabis plant?
I mean, you're taking care of your own wellness. You take the agency of taking care of yourself, We like to cook our own food. We like to know what's in the food. So when you're growing your own cannabis, then you know where your health is coming from. You are attached, you're connected to the plant. I mean, I'm smoking flower that's homegrown, hash made from homegrown. And I gotta tell you, it tastes a whole lot better than the mids you get in the legal way. Not even legal, because this isn't illegal. If nothing else, cannabis should never have been illegal. But in the recreational shops, the truth of the matter is often you're buying flour and you're buying concentrates from these big companies that really don't know anything about cannabis. I mean, I'm coming from a standpoint of living here in California, and we've been doing that fight with corporate cannabis for quite a while. And there are only a few companies that really put out that good. Now, if you go up the mountain to Mendocino, you got lots of farmers who can make you that good flour. So there's that.
Just a little disclaimer. If anybody has the good, please send it to us here at Wowie.
Yeah, we'll smoke it.
We will smoke the shit out of that. We have a lot of very recreational or even like first-time users on Wowie. For them, can you explain the difference between flour and hash? And maybe which one of those they should get into if they're new?
Sure. Okay. So it's not really so much of a difference, but understanding the two parts of your plant. If you touch a bud and you feel it, that stickiness are the trichomes, and that's the resin. And as a hash maker, what you're trying to do is separate the plant matter and the resin. So hash is just a collection of the resin. You know, so when you're smoking flour, like right here, the majority of this is flour. I'm smoking plant matter. I'm smoking the entire situation. Whereas if I was only smoking hash, which is also in here, I'd be having a much more refined experience. But don't think one is better than the other. You know, if I want to have like expansive ideas and expansive thoughts, I have a tendency to like flour. And if I want to really hone in on something, then I'm going to look at hash. And if I want both, then I'm going to put them both together in a perfect pre-roll.
I feel like, I could be wrong, I feel like hash gets me more high because it's more concentrated, right?
Yeah, right?
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you're not fighting
so-
with any extra.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sort of like, yeah, okay.
Did you ever smoke hash in the old days? Do you guys remember hot knives?
I don't even know what that means. I did smoke hash in the old days. But
You never did knife hits? Do you remember knife hits? Am I the only one who
Actually,
remembers?
I know about knife hits, but I didn't do knife hits because I just got into hash about 7 years ago when Frenchie taught me. But I know about knife hits. You put the hash on the knife, put another knife, you heat it up, put a cup, suck it up. There it is.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It used to be quite the involved process.
I have to ask, who is Frenchie?
Ooh, Frenchie Cannoli was, because he unfortunately died in July. He was this French guy, Frenchie Cannoli, who was, he was a hash maker, a world-renowned hash maker who was definitely in love with resin. And everything for him was for the love of the plants. And I had the opportunity to be his first student, and he imparted the love of resin to me. Frenchie has made hash in India. Frenchie made hash in Afghanistan, I believe. Frenchie has made hash everywhere. And he lived here in California, but he just passed this year.
Oh, wow. Well, rest in peace to Frenchie. That's amazing.
Let's dedicate the show to Frenchie.
Sure.
Do that. Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, he seems like a cool guy.
That's also
Oh, he was more than a cool guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he was the man.
Cannoli.
Frenchie, yeah. He was named actually Frenchie Cannoli by this other guy who died, Subcool. Subcool gave him that last name, Cannoli. But he was a French-born Italian man, and he was fantastic. That man loved resin, and he would talk about resin to anyone, and he had the accent. And he took me in when I knew absolutely nothing about hash. I knew how to grow flour because I've been growing for a while. I've been growing 18 years. And when I met him, I'd been growing a little over 10 years. And he wanted to have a new vocabulary about hash. And he wanted it to come from a fresh perspective, someone who could write, but didn't know anything about hash. And that's how I got into hash making.
I love that. And I love that he's Italian.
Right? Are you Italian?
I am 100%, 110% if that's possible. Yeah. I love when they put this graphic up. I gotta say though, this interview is making me want a fun name.
I want you to have a fun name.
Like I want like a fun, like maybe, I don't know, between the people watching your live stream and the people watching this live stream, if anyone wants to comment on the Wowie page or my personal page and give me my Dank Duchess name or David one.
Preferably
I feel like
something croc-based for her.
he deserves a croc-based one, and I would like something that involves a lot of marinara.
Now, wait.
Okay.
Wait. Julia, before you get all like worried, let me just tell you this. I do not happen to like Crocs for fashion. I don't. And in fact, I was very surprised that Crocs came into fashion. But the reason why I have Crocs is this is what we hash makers make. Wear. Because hash is wet. So we have water, cold water falling all over the place. You have to wear Crocs and that protects you. But the idea of wearing this outside, I don't know about that.
Are they comfy though?
Oh, yes, they are. I'm not gonna lie. We're on our feet for hours on end and they're really comfortable. So I'll give it that. But it makes me look like a club foot.
Yeah. Are you in, may I ask, are you in Northern or Southern California?
I'm right in the middle. I'm in the Bay. I'm in Oakland.
Okay, cool. Cool. I love Oakland. Oakland's a very cool city. You in Oakland?
Yeah, I lived in San Francisco for
Oh,
6 years.
that's right.
So your big thing is making hash without any solvents. I know it's already a plant, but is this basically like organic hash?
Well, we can't say it's about it being organic hash. Rather, it's the fact that so have you taken dabs before?
Yes.
Okay, so generally, unless that person specifically told you it was a rosin dab, it was probably BHO. That's going to be like crumble, shatter, it's yellow or light colored.
Butane extraction?
Exactly, that's butane, right? That's a butane hash.
Is that okay for you?
Well, that's the thing, okay?
Good for you.
I will tell you, I will tell you, the good companies make sure that it's purged properly so that you have negligible amounts of butane. It might be 0 parts per million. So the good companies do that. We had lots of years of not doing that, where you had a lot of brown tar. It looked absolutely disgusting and such like that. The reason why I'm solventless, I'm going to be really honest, is that Frenchie taught me ice water hash. And although I was taking a lot of BHO dabs before then, I didn't see the need to do that when I could have a better experience with hash. Because BHO really burns the chest, at least for me. And I wanted a different experience, and Solventless achieves that same high without that idea that I have humans determining how much butane should be in my body.
Completely agree. I remember the Wild Wild West. The fun Wowie fact, the apartment next door to my apartment was blown up because they were making butane extracted hash.
Ooh, no thank you.
Ice and water.
That sounds scary.
Ice and water is for me.
Amen.
So we've been asking all of our guests, what would you say is the #1 reason for the federal legalization of cannabis?
Sure. For me, it's access for everyone. At this time, we're all considered Americans, but we do not have equal access across the board. So we're dealing with a huge health inequality. And cannabis is not a thing that can help. Cannabis is not a thing that is assistive. Cannabis is medicine top to bottom. And it's ridiculous that the US government has a patent on cannabis and all its neuroprotective abilities, but yet still are, putting people in jail and ruining people's lives. So the idea that we free this plant, which has unjustly been used against huge sections of our communities, and it happens to be fairly unconstitutional because we're supposed to be guaranteed the pursuit of life and liberty and happiness. And guess what? When you're in pain, you're in jail. When you're in jail, you're in jail. When you're unhappy, you're in jail. When you're not taking care of yourself, you're in. All of these things are terrible. So what exactly is the US government doing for its citizens when it is denying them the access to one of the best medicines ever? That's why.
Yes. Legalize cannabis and have healthcare for everyone, but that's a different show.
Bring the Crocs back.
And bringing Crocs for everyone. Everyone deserves legal cannabis, healthcare, and 1 free pair of Crocs for every American. And I feel like if we could all walk around in hideous yet comfortable shoes, maybe we could finally get along. Please vote for me for nothing. I don't want to be in charge. Thank you so much for being on the show. You can find her on Instagram at the Dank Duchess. Thank you so much, and thank you to having us live stream to your audience. We really appreciate it.
Sure. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And that is our show, David. This was our first episode in the same room.
Yeah, it was bumps.
We're going to decompress about it off screen.
We'll figure it out.
I liked parts of it. We realized we're sitting extremely close. We have no personal space.
Yeah, and it's hard to talk. I'm used to talking to you like this.
It does feel... Yeah. I also am not used to turning to the side so much in the show, and I didn't really brush my hair because I'm home in a robe. Let's close with some Wowie wisdom. David, what did you learn today?
Today I learned that I think hash is a lot more complicated of a field than I think I had ever given it the credit for, and it's exciting to see that there are people with cool names doing exciting stuff over there, and also that Crocs will eventually win over everyone. What did you learn today?
Man, I learned that I want to be friends with Brett. I just really liked her vibe, and I just feel like we would get along. I learned that more people than I realized own Crocs. I didn't realize Jade did. We've been friends for a while. That felt like a bomb.
You really are shook, huh?
Yeah. I think Contesta!
Oh, wow! That's pretty good.
That is good.
That's up in the running.
It's so funny. The Hytalian has been on a list of things that I want to name for years, and I was thinking about maybe calling my next album Hytalian. So you heard it here first, Wowie heads.
You could have a podcast about fashion. You call it Hytalian dressing.
David, don't even make me start this podcast. Don't even give me an idea. I've been wanting to start a new podcast. Wow.
Yep.
Italian dressing. You guys,
dressing.
This idea might die when we aren't stoned.
Guys, remember, reminder, the giveaway of a fantastic Edie Parker products. All you have to do is follow at It's Wowie, like the post, and comment it, tagging a friend, and boom, you could win that grab bag that ultimately should go to me, but I guess
you know,
go to one of you.
I guess it's gonna go one of you. Please like and subscribe. It's Wowie, and we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Have a great rest of your day, evening, wherever you're watching from. Bye from both of us.
Bye from both of us in the same room.
Friends.
We did it.
Strong.